יפה, לא מעט עבר על ג'ייק בשנה האחרונה. השנה לא קלה עם מכבי תל אביב, הפסידו את שני התארים בארץ, אחרי זה קיץ, גם לא קל עם הנבחרת. מכבי תל אביב כבר בהכנות, לעונה הבאה, וכך גם ג'ייק שהצטרף השבוע לאימונים. ג'ייק איתנו. היי ג'ייק, אני חושב שכדאי שנתחיל בשאלה הכי מעניינת והכי חשובה. איך היה לשמור את ה-MVP של ה-NBA, ניקולה יוקיץ'?
It was really cool. I've had the good fortune to cover a few really, amazing high-level players in my career. Guys like Kevin Love, Kevin Garnett, and now Nikola Jokic. So it's another name on the list of something that, if you told me as a little kid that I would be guarding a two-time NBA MVP, or I would guard Kevin Garnett, who was one of my childhood heroes, I never would have believed you. So I have to pinch myself that, it's real and it's a lot of fun. Even though the game didn't work out well, it was still a really cool moment for me in my career.
בוא נדבר על הנבחרת ובכלל, שמענו הרבה סיפורים סביב הנבחרת, הייתי מאוד שמח לדעת מה היה בחדר הלבשה, ומה עבד טוב עבורכם, ומה עבד פחות טוב עבורכם, ואיך אתה רואה את הדברים.
Well, I think the stories of bad chemistry have been really overblown. I don't know where that comes from. I think everyone in the locker room was very together. There was some tension, but tension in a good way. Tension in the sense that we knew we weren't playing as good as we needed to. How do we get better? Let's talk about it. Like, it was a very healthy relationships we had in the locker room that I thought were productive. So I don't know where the negative part of that comes from. I think everyone in that locker room, all the players have a lot of respect and love for each other. And we just wanted to do our best for our country, and we weren't doing as good as we should. So that led to some conversations, but those conversations were in a good way. They were, how can we do better? How can we play better? And that sort of thing. So that's first of all. Second, I think it was frustrating for a lot of people because it wasn't, our best month. I think that if we could do it again, we would have, a little bit different preparation. Except for the games against Georgia, I don't think we played enough good teams to get us ready for the Eurobasket, but there's plenty of other things to point to as well. That all in all, it comes down to us as an entire organization, players, coaches, whoever didn't do a good enough job. So we need to focus on how to improve for next time.
ג'ייק, בוא נדבר על מכבי תל אביב. בשנה שעברה הפסדתם את שני התארים המרכזיים, גם את האליפות וגם את הגביע, ואתה כבר הרבה שנים מכבי, הפכת להיות מכביסט. איך ההרגשה במועדון להפסיד שני תארים? ואיך ההרגשה שלך באופן אישי לסיים עונה בלי תואר כזה?
It was very difficult. We had clear goals that we set out at the beginning of the season. We had the talent to achieve them, and we didn't do it. So when you know that you have the capability to do something and you don't do it, it's even worse. And it stings a little bit extra, but there's no sugarcoating it. We had a lot of other issues last year. We didn't have great chemistry. We had other stuff going on it takes players focus away from doing their best on the court. And when you have that sort of stuff, it can really snowball and get out of control quickly. So if anything, it just gets me more excited and more motivated for this coming season to not repeat the mistakes of last year, to try to promote good energy and a good atmosphere in the locker room amongst the guys. So I'm really excited about that moving forward.
אתה השלמת את הסגל של מכבי תל אביב הקיץ, קח אותנו להחלטה שלך להישאר במועדון.
Yeah, I was kind of laughing following it from, I was, back at my house in the States, following all the Twitter stuff. And I don't really read sports news, but I followed along to it because people were talking about. I signed a 2-year contract 2 years ago, so I was coming back. I don't know where everything was coming from or what. Like, my expectation was that I was coming back unless someone tells me differently, and no one told me differently. So it was kind of amusing for me to watch the whole circus go around and around, and I just was sitting back and laughing.
ג'ייק, הייתה לך תקופה מאוד טובה בנבחרת תחת עודד קטש, והנה אתה שוב משחק תחתיו במכבי תל אביב. מה הציפיות שלך מהעבודה המשותפת הזאת העונה?
I'm very excited about it. I loved playing for him in the national team. I really like his system, his philosophy, his demeanor. A lot of the things he does as a coach, I really like playing for. It resonates with me. I think it's a lot of the similar things I would do if I were, in a coach's shoes. So it is something that I was really excited about when he was named as new coach, because we've had such a great history together. And I knew that, just off the bat, I would like the plays because they worked well for me before, and I think they'll work well for me and us. It's not just me. We had good team success too, doing that sort of thing. So that got me excited as well.
ג'ייק, מה צריך לעשות העונה אחרת לעומת העונה שעברה בשביל לא להפסיד את התארים, ומי אתה מסמן כיריבות הכי גדולות שלכם בליגה לקראת העונה שמתחילה?
I think I touched on it earlier. In order to do better than we did last year, we need to have good relationships amongst each other, good chemistry. We need to play not only for each other, but for the entire Maccabi organization, for the fans, for the coaches. That sort of selflessness and sacrifice is what all good teams have, and that's what we need. And I think once we have that, we don't need to worry about other teams in the league or whatever, because we can just focus on ourselves and improving and playing the best basketball we can, and we'll let everything else, fall, let those chips fall where they may.
אם אתה מסתכל על שאר קבוצות הליגה, מי הקבוצה שמבחינתכם אתם צריכים לעבור?
Well, after what happened last year with Hapoel Tel Aviv, I'll definitely be extra motivated in our games against them. Derbies are always fun and always exciting, but those losses last year hurt a lot, so I'm going to try to change that this year.
שאלנו את תומר גינת כשהוא היה פה, כמה דרבים הם הולכים לנצח העונה, הוא לא כל כך רצה לענות, אז אני עכשיו מפנה את השאלה הזאת גם אליך.
I have a lot of respect for Tomer. I love playing with him. He's such a great teammate. We have great chemistry on the court together. I wish we could play with each other more. So I will follow his lead, and I won't answer that question as well.
ג'ייק, דיברנו על עניין המאמנים, ויש לך עוד הרבה שנים לשחק, אני מקווה, אבל האם בראש שלך עולה מחשבה אחר כך לעבור לאימון?
Actually, it's the exact opposite. I'm very sure that I don't want to be a coach. When my basketball career is over, there's a big world out there outside of basketball that I want to explore a little bit more. That's my plan, at least.
אז יש לנו כותרת מהרעיון, ג'ייק כהן, לא רוצה לאמן בעתיד.
Yeah, exactly.
תודה רבה, ג'ייק, רעיון באמת מאוד מאוד מעניין, ובמעבר די ישיר משחקן הנבחרת לסיכום הקמפיין של נבחרת ישראל ביורובסקט, וגם קצת מבט קדימה.